What's up, everyone? Welcome back to No Warp Gate to Good Master. In the last episode, we had some really good PvT games, and we also got our butt kicked by a very high MMR Protoss. I do think PvP is still the matchup where we have the most figuring out to do, but in PvT and PvZ, I kind of like the style. Like I don't want to get too ahead of myself and be like, this is the new way to play Protoss, but it's actually been quite nice. Now I have no idea. Oh, I should be able to wall this off, right? This was actually kind of just my instincts kicking in, walling off the Reaper Cliff. Now we're playing against Nada, who we have played before. I don't know in what series it was anymore. I mean, I'm doing three series that got. I'm happy I'm not doing 6 series at the same time. I'm doing 3 series at the same time. And I played him in one of them, but I'm not quite sure which one it was. Now let's see, what build am I going to go for today? I really like anything with a fast third nexus, I think. Like, so far, it just feels so good to have a decent unit count because I can skip the warp gate, get a second gate a little faster, and then go for a fast third nexus. I think the build I did, I think it was the last game, maybe. I know I played 2 PvTs in the last episode. I don't quite remember exactly in which order they were. But I played basically the standard Blink Robo opening, but without Blink in the Robo. It sounds really dumb if I put it that way. It's like, so what part is the same as the Blink Robo opener, right? Now, it's because typically they just make a bunch of Stalkers. It's usually not too many, like 4 or 5-ish. And then they get Blink Robo for detection and they expand, right? Oh, I thought it was actually going to be Reaper expand. Looks like I was wrong. But I figured I could probably just do that as well, but without getting the Blink and the Robo. So I can make a third base extremely fast if I just chrono boost my Stalkers a bunch of times. At least that's the idea. Now, I didn't do a great job of scouting. I should have gone into the main base to see if there was a double gas, so that might cost me a little bit. Let's see. Do I go for a second gateway early or a battery? I really do like making batteries against Terran, just because Terrans are a little crazy sometimes. Like, I feel like Terrans, they will try anything to mess you up, you know. They will proxy a factory right here, or 2 factories here, or 8 barracks here. Like, I don't even want to try to anticipate a build order because they're a little crazy. I think I'm just going to go for the battery here, which is going to delay my build by a little bit. Looks like there's a Marine, but he is going to let me scout, which is quite nice. He's not going to let me get into the main. I see the factory as well. Okay, this is all very nice scouting. I couldn't see. I feel like he might be lifting those off, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, I might be a little greedy here, but I'm actually going to go for the super fast third Nexus anyway. I'll make one more Stalker. That seems fair. I'll make one more Stalker, and then I'll get the third Nexus already. Now, he could have gone for a Cyclone, so this is definitely risky what I'm doing. But I feel like it would be nice to get the Scout off anyway. Like, it looks like a classic double gas, so it's not like I have to anticipate something. Oh, it looks like he didn't switch over the factory to the reactor. I'm going to kill one Marine and then back off, which is 100% going to annoy my opponent. I know Terran brains, guys. Like, this is annoying. He's moving out, which is a little bit of a mistake because I had another Stalker here already. Keep in mind, guys, I'm taking my third Nexus behind this because he has the Hellion. I know there's not going to be a Widowmine or a Cyclone, and this is a very painful situation for him already. And I think I'm going to go for 2 extra gaze after the third base, and then we'll see if I can just keep camping here until he gets like a Cyclone out or something. I feel like the next unit really has to be a Cyclone, else this is just going to be too freaking painful for him. I got another Stalker coming in as well. Okay, so he does have a Cyclone now. Guess I'll dive the Cyclone. I'm going to kill that relatively comfortably. Now maybe I can even stay here actually. Let's see if I micro this properly. I can even stay. Oh my goodness. How freaking efficient has this been? What is this attack, guys? Don't forget, I'm actually making my third base is almost finished. And my opponent's natural isn't finished yet. GG has to be called. And I guess that's what you get for moving out when you're not allowed to build. All right. Well, this really shows the power of this build. Because the Stalker early on, I really think the Stalker early on might be the best early game unit in StarCraft. Like, it is so freaking good early on. You can kite everything. You can counter pretty much any unit with it. You do have to be a little careful. If you're gonna do this and you lose to one Cyclone being on top of the ramp, don't blame me, okay? I'm a psycho. Keep that in mind. But this really shows that my third base is almost finished, but because of the power of the Stalker, I can still get so much done. This is a build I'm gonna explore more often. Cute warm-up game. Let's keep it going. Game number 2 is going to be against the Protoss. All right, the difficult matchup. Now, let's see, guys. What I think is that we might have to figure out a good cheesy way to play this matchup, because the macro games, or not even necessarily the macro games, I think the macro games would be fine. It's more like the period between the early game and a true macro game where you can get hit by like blink attacks or stuff like that, warp prisms warping and stuff in your main. I feel like that's going to be a little bit too difficult, honestly. So I think going, or at least having a nice early game build, I don't necessarily have to all in or anything like that, but just having a nice early game build would be just so much better than whatever we've been doing so far. Like, for example, one thing that I can think of right now is that maybe I could go for a 3-gate opener instead of 2 gates, because I can, I'll do it actually. I was almost going to take the gas at a normal time. I can delay my gas a little bit. I don't need to spend the 50 gas on, wait, maybe I can even, wait, this would be awesome. If I can just build, actually I do have to make it now. If I build it with saturation, so normally you don't fully saturate your minerals in PvP, but I could actually do that. Maybe I can afford 3 gates. I mean, my opponent would be, you know, looking very, very funny at my build if he sees that I'm going to go for a 3-gate opening instead of, you know, the usual 2. Looks like my opponent is heading towards a 1-gate expand, which is quite interesting, to say the least. Especially on this map, feels a little psycho even. See, I'll make the cybernetics core now. And did he make a Nexus already? He did build a Nexus. Okay, very interesting. Now what I'm gonna do here, guys, is I'm actually just gonna proxy it right here. Like, I have so much money, I think I can do it already. I'm even gonna make a freaking Zealot, because why not? I'm gonna make a freaking Zealot and send it across. I guess I can chrono it, right? Yeah, I can probably chrono it. Let's see, 15 seconds. No, I think if I chrono, it would finish a little bit too fast, so I don't have to. Instead, I'll just start making my gateways here. God, this is really funny, because for a long time, people have been trying to figure out how to counter 1-gate expands the best. There's a player called MaxPax who is the best or second best Protoss, depends on your point of view. Who is an absolute king of 1-gate expanding. His best matchup is PvP, and he's the only one who knows how to 1-gate expand successfully in PvP pretty much every single game. And it would be really funny if this turns out to be the freaking counter, you know? Just proxy 3 gates without building warp gate. I don't think maybe at this point I could get another gas. Let's see, what do I actually want to build? I'm not 100% sure what I want to build. Guess I'll get some Stalkers from home, and then I could maybe make some Zealots from here. So he has 1 Stalker ready. You have to imagine that he is... I would say it has to be a Stargate, right? Because it's usually a Stargate. Let's see, I'm going to do some damage on that. I'll click the Zealot on the battery, because that's what Zealots are good at. Now, the Zealot is going to die relatively fast. If he's going to focus on my Stalkers, then we'll kill the battery even easier. Let's see. I'm just going to try and focus it down right now. Like, keep in mind, I have so much production that losing 1 Stalker for this is actually totally fine with me. I have 5 freaking gateways produced. I'm not even sure if I need another pylon, but since he's chasing me aggressively, I think I will get one. I really wonder what his strategy is here. It's pretty funny that I have freaking slow Zealots finishing from this, by the way. I definitely should have gone for just 4 gates instead of 5. I can already tell that, because it's been quite hard to afford things. Let me give that a little chrono boost. Now, is the battery going to be ready already? I don't think it is, so we should be able to do some serious damage. He does have 1 battery over there, but he didn't walk into the right spot, so he's going to lose this one now. He needs to go up towards the other battery, else he's going to be in trouble. I'm going to focus this one now. Dude, I feel like the Zealots actually had a pretty good impact here. I'm going to focus this one down. It looks like he is going for the modern technique of doing a 1-gate expand with sentries. Dude, I have so many units walking in. That was slightly mediocre micro by me. I can't lie about it. And now he has an Immortal. And that's why I think I need to start making even more Zealots. I think... maybe... Actually, I don't know how the timings would have worked out, but maybe once I realized it was going to be a 1-gate expand, maybe it would have been better for me to proxy all the gateways here besides the first one. Now, this Immortal is actually in a little bit of danger. If I can sacrifice a couple Stalkers to kill this, that would be absolutely massive. There we go. Now, I'm going to remove the shields from that Immortal so I can go in again shortly. He's probably clicked on the Stalker, but now I'm not sure if the battery is going to finish in time. Let's see. The battery is going to finish in time. He uses battery overcharge, and I might even have to start building sentries here, guys. I'm not quite sure because it feels a little weird, but I might have to play freaking Sentry Zealot. Now, all my gateways are producing, which I'm actually quite surprised by, to be honest. Now, one thing that's cool about this strategy, by the way, is that since I'm trading so many units, I actually haven't really needed to make pylons, which is pretty funny. Now, I can tell that this strategy is definitely not the best thing I've ever tried, so we are not going to be as revolutionary as we had hoped. This is not going to be the ultimate one-gate expand killer, unfortunately. Now, maybe I can kill this Immortal. If I kill the Immortal, that'd be so nice. It looks like the Immortal's trapped. Because of the freaking Zealots that I had, we're going to kill another Stalker as well, which is really nice. Let's see. I can drop a force field. Oh, that's actually a massive force field. Look at this. The Immortal is trapped in the back, and we're going to be able to get another Stalker. Maybe we can kill this battery. I feel like that's a pretty nice, simple pick-off. We're going to kill the other battery as well. Maybe I can focus the Immortal down. Look at this. We're going to kill the battery. And now I'm going to start focusing the Immortal. I have more Zealots. The Zealots are actually surprisingly freaking good here, by the way. Like, it's crazy what the Zealots have done. Now, I probably should back off until I have, like, a little more range support here. Like, the Zealots are awesome, but I do actually need things to shoot after them, right? I do like these freaking units I have walking all the way from my main base. This is actually, like, the most ridiculous cheese I've done in a while. Oh, he's getting 6 Stalkers now. Like, I've killed the Immortals very well, but maybe I haven't killed enough Stalkers here. I think I have 2 Stalkers coming from home, probably. There was 1 Stalker over there. If you look at my resources, it's very funny that I've been able to spend it all by playing Zealot Stalker, basically. But I am slowly starting to run out of units here. At this point, like, if he gets too many Stalkers, then the Zealots are not going to have the same impact as they've been having. Because he can just run from them a little too easily with a little too much DPS. Let's see, I'm going to get 1 more unit out here. Maybe a nice force field. Oh, it's actually barely not going to block him off. That's unfortunate. I kind of thought I would capture that 1 Stalker with that, so now instead it's going to be slightly wasted by me. So now I have 3 Sentries, 5 Zealots, and 3 Stalkers. This is a little bit of a silly army, that you could say. He has too many batteries as well. I think he has done it, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to break that anymore. Even without the battery, he would have win that fight. So GG well played is going to have to be called. 77 supply, and yeah. I hyped up the strategy, but not because I thought it was going to be great, but because I thought there was maybe potential that it was going to look absolutely awesome. Instead, it looked like a disaster. I took one for the team. Do not do this to counter one-gate expanse. If you ever have dreams of beating the best Protoss player in the world, this tactic is not quite it. Let's go to the final game. The final game of the day is going to be another PvP. All right. Now, I actually do like this. Normally, you guys know I don't like mirror matchup too much, but I feel like since we really have to learn a lot for PvP, and we can also get a little bit of a rematch for last game, I think it's quite nice we got another Protoss here. Now, that last tactic clearly didn't work out very well, but that's okay. I think I want to start walling off on the low ground. I feel like I can cook up a strategy that could work against the one-gate expand. Like, what I was thinking of initially is that instead of going for the 2 gates, I go for 3 gates, and then I just send a bunch of Stalkers across the map. Well, probably expanding somewhat faster than normal, than you would with 3 gates, that is, because of the lack of fast gas and the lack of warp gate, right? Now, I don't know if I made that decision completely rationally, but I was, I saw the 1-gate expand and I was like, okay, we just have to go for it. So I proxied 3 more gateways and I went for it. But realistically, I think that initial strategy could still be a pretty good idea. Now, this is just what I do. I just want to work with my saturation, right? I want to make sure that I always have 16 probes on minerals and never saturate more gas than that. Probably keep that one here so I can make a cybernetic score. Now, I wonder if you know what? I'm just going to freaking try it. Here, this is what I wanted to do initially. Just 3 gates instantly because my gas is slightly delayed. Right? Look at this. I can actually I can actually freaking afford this. Wow, that is cool. Okay, so I got 3 gates instead of 2. And now I guess we're just going to have to figure out whether I can ever afford all of this stuff, basically. I'm going to make a pylon here, and then I'll make a gas to follow it up with. I guess I should be able to afford 3 Stalkers at a decent pace. Not right away. Now, my opponent seems to be... Oh, wait, this could be perfect. Wait, is this the perfect time to test my opening? I didn't see a second pylon here, guys. So he could have hidden it, or he could be proxying us as well. I really hope he's proxying me, because then we can see if this is a genius strategy or absolutely stupid. Maybe I should make a Zealot for that reason. Let's see. It does look like he wants to build something. Wait, did he make a pylon here by any chance? Doesn't look like it. I don't want to make another pylon. Oh, that's too many. I don't want to make another pylon. out on the map somewhere. Like I was thinking about blocking this one, but if I do that, I will probably get supply blocked when, you know, that gets killed inevitably. Let's see. I still think there could be a proxy pylon. Maybe I should check, honestly. I think checking is a good idea here. I'm also going to go back with the probe just so I can see if there's adepts coming, because I will have to counter the adepts. There's one adept over here. That is actually a little bit annoying. Looks like there's 2 adepts coming my way. Yeah, there are 2 adepts coming my way, so I need to make sure that I can actually wall this off. I have a secondary stalker coming. Actually, I don't think I need the pylon. I feel like the shade is just not going to finish in time here. Here we go. So we have surrounded the adepts. Oh, look at this. I've actually surrounded the freaking adepts. Wow, this is cool. Oh my god, I actually came from every angle. Dude, he must be freaking mind blown right now. He's like, huh? How the hell did this guy just do that? That looks like a freaking cinematic. Like, that's how a pro gamer defends the depths, guys. You guys saw that? Oh my god. Stalkers from everywhere. Killed all of them. Now, I still think this could be a proxy of some sorts. I didn't manage to find it, though. But let's see. I have 5 stalkers and a zealot already. Actually, I have a lot of freaking units here. And it does indeed seem like our friend is cheesing us a little bit. Let's make sure to get in real fast. I'm just going to attack. Dude, the zealots are going to be super useful if I actually get it through. I should be able to one-shot a bunch of probes because of this. It looks like we are indeed being proxied, but it's kind of hard to tell which proxy it is exactly. Maybe I should go for a robo, just in case it is going to be DTs. Now, he's going to pull the probes, which is actually a pretty good move, but he's still going to be losing a lot of those. I think I'm going to wall off the front here. Yeah, I feel like this is a Dark Templar proxy. Oh, it is a Dark Templar proxy. It looks like there's a DT warping in there, right? I don't think I saw that wrong. There is indeed a Dark Templar warping in there, so I'm walling off the front. I'm going to be able to kill all the probes here really fast because I have so many freaking stalkers in his base so fast. And now, is he going to have enough... Wait, I can even block that with the stalkers momentarily. That is not even a bad idea. Let me just kill the stalker because why not? He's using his battery overcharge, but that's going to be a little too late. And now he's already attacking my stalkers over here, but it's going to take him a long time to get those out. I'm not going to be able to kill the... Actually, I can. I just need to keep a 3rd stalker alive. So that's going to die. That is his final probe going down. I'm already going to be chrono boosting this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get many more units out. I'll just build a pylon here in case. Here we go. And now he should be going towards the probes. It looks like he might not be paying attention for now. He should either be killing the pylon, going for the probes, but he's going to see the observer and realize that he has been bested. Really good reads by us, to be honest. Like, I realized pretty fast that he was proxying, and then because of the lack of units, I could deduce that it was going to be something crazy like DTs. And this strategy actually looked very strong. Actually, perfect timing for the doorbell, so I gotta go. This timing did look very strong because I had so many units against a potential proxy. Even if it was a proxy robo, I would have been able to counter it. So this strategy, what I'm gonna try next time. Obviously, here we got a little lucky with the interaction with what builds were chosen. But this was awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was actually quite short. 3 fast games, but it was awesome. We learned a lot. If you enjoyed it, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next video. Adios.